This is the LC Youth Drive Home Recap. Tonight at LC Youth, we continued this series, A Culture Against. In the first week of this series, we looked at the fact that we live in a culture that stands against God, and what do we need? We need the wisdom of Joseph if we're to know what to do in a culture against God. And this week, as we continued that series, we looked at the story of Esther. Esther was an orphan who had been raised by her uncle. She was elevated to the position of queen, and she was presented with a dilemma. Haman wanted to murder all of her people, and it would seem that she alone could stand safely in the palace. But Mordecai came to her uncle, and he said, "Do you think that if you don't speak up, that you'll be the only Jew who's saved?" And so Esther asked the people, her people, to fast and pray with her as she would bring her request before the king that they could save themselves. And it was the courage of Esther that saved the Jewish people. And we live in a culture that stands against God. And in a culture that stands against God, we too need the courage of Esther. We need to be able to stand up at the right time for the right things and trust that God will bring about the best outcome. It's not up to us to always fix everything, but sometimes we just have to do the right thing and leave the rest in God's hands. And that's the question. Will you, like Esther, have courage to do the right thing at the right time and trust that God will have the right outcome? Have a great week. We love you. We'll see you soon.